The co-stars of Naya Rivera are reflecting on all that she contributed to Glee and their life. On Tuesday evening in Burbank, California, Jenna Ushkowitz, Kevin McHale, Heather Morris, and Chris Colfer got together for the Snixxmas Special Charity Drive of the And That's What You Really Missed podcast. The celebration was staged in memory of Rivera, who was well known for hosting Snixxmas parties every year around the holidays and to raise money for the Alexandria House, an organization he supported. The Glee alumni remembered their favorite moments with Rivera and what it was like to work with the late actress on set as they paid respect to her throughout the evening. Favorite memories are numerous. I don't recall a particular instance, but I did appreciate the sequences where Santana and I were the only characters since, as actors, we were all aware of how wonderful it was to work with Naya on camera, said Morris, 35. She was constantly present and in the moment. She continued, I simply felt so lucky that I got to act next to her. She was always my strongest supporter as well. She would provide me with anything I needed during a scene. In the 2011 episode Sexy, which featured guest star Gwyneth Paltrow and Britney and Santana singing Fleetwood Mac's Landslide, Morris experienced one of the show's more moving moments. The 34-year-old McHale also remembered Rivera's skill and her knack for nailing every take with no advance planning. According to McHale, who played Artie Abrams on the Fox comedy, Naya could show in and ask, "What scene are we doing today?" and she would have one of those ridiculous 2-page monologues. Jennifer and I would discuss our 2 lines from the show. They would be sweating over their 2 lines. Ushkowitz, who played Tina Cohen-Chang on Glee, joked later. Ushkowitz, 36, expressed a similar opinion. In person, it was the craziest thing I'd ever seen. She would never speak incoherently. McHale remarked, it was incredibly frustrating and amazing to watch. Morris agreed that getting to watch Rivera in action was a blessing, and McHale concurred, saying, she was so good, just so good. It was a gift that we got to be around every single day. After being reported missing during a boating trip with her son Josie at Lake Piru in Ventura County, California, Rivera was later declared dead in July 2020. Days after her body was discovered, the Ventura County medical examiner determined that she had drowned accidentally. She was 33. In the beginning, Jenna and I had launched a podcast that was solely about coworkers who became best friends, and we had met many amazing folks in that way, according to McHale. But we soon found that all people really wanted to know was about Glee. He said, it was at the very beginning of the surge of revisit podcasts. We began doing it, but it wasn't always a well-planned, well-intentioned, or well-researched approach to it. Let's just do it, was all we said. Then, after Naya passed away, we decided we no longer wanted to do this. Ushkowitz said, I think once Naya passed, there was a sort of reckoning for all of us in many, many ways. McHale and Ushkowitz from the podcast recently talked about their moving experience of watching Rivera's rendition of I Say a Little Prayer with Morris and Diana Agron again. Ushkowitz remarked, I fully broke into tears. This is the first moment I felt like we actually saw Naya in the play. Additionally, it's like witnessing her in her element, which is equally enjoyable. McHale continued, she and Heather were just dancing their little hearts out. Sign up for People's free daily newsletter to receive updates on the best content available, including juicy celebrity news and gripping human interest stories, so you never miss a story.